Really? Mirror resonator in my blue eyes deck? Make sure you guys smash the crap out of that subscribe button so you guys don't miss out on more Oz content. So we got to talk about Mirror Resonator here, and you're probably looking at this card going, huh? This is a card? Yeah, it's a light tuner monster. That's going to be the main thing that you care about here, with a nice little extra flavor of Fiend. This thing was, what, out of High Speed Riders as a super rare of all things? So what does this thing do? It's, what is it? Monster special summon. If your opponent controls a monster, special summon from the extra deck, and you do not, while this card is in your hand or graveyard, you can special summon this card by banish it when it leaves the field, and you only use each effect of this once per turn. And once per turn, target one phase of monster your opponent controls. Treat this card as the level of that monster's original level. If this card is used for a synchro summon, synchro summon this turn. So I don't care about any of that. I care that this says Light Fiend Tuner, because this is full Fiendsmith combo after I activate my Mausoleum of the White and I extend out with this stupid thing. This is a spectacle right here, man. I gotta give it to people out here for wanting to truly throw Fiendsmith cards in everything, and the fact that you are trying to throw this into Blue Eyes now, of all things, is honestly even more impressive to me than that. So good job, everybody. You win this round. You've innovated a little bit further beyond than what I was kind of expecting to be seeing out here. Okay, yeah, you win. But only one printing for this. That's a scary thought. I don't know how I feel about that. This could be one of those, might want to pick it up, or it could just fall to the wayside. But hey, if we're innovating, we're innovating. Jack in the Hand. So this is actually brought up to me by one of my friends on Facebook. Sent this to me and said, hey, Robbie, I've been messing around with Blue Eyes out here, and Jack in the Hand actually kind of gives us some cool stuff. So I was like, all right, so what are we revealing off of Jack in the Hand? Because I was like, all right, well, if you're revealing a Veiler, your opponent's just going to take the Veiler. No, it's not what you're doing. You're revealing Master with Eyes of Blue, Sage with Eyes of Blue, and the Maiden with Eyes of Blue, as basically getting you into the Sage or getting you into the Maiden out here. So basically, as long as you're seeing two starters off of this, you should effectively be able to do your thing. Now, obviously, this is going to depend on, what other extensions and stuff you're going to be playing here. I do think that there is something to be said about this build if you're trying to test out Jack in the Hand. It's also going to depend on what other stuff do you want to have in the build for Jack in the Hand, because this also kind of ties into the Mirror Resonator out here as well. The Mirror Resonator gives you that little extra body to possibly reveal. Also, maybe your opponent won't realize if you're Jack in the Handing a Mirror Resonator, a Sage, and the Maiden. Your opponent might not possibly quite realize what you're trying to do there. So maybe you might be able to get away with some shenanigans there. I can't really imagine you wanting to give your opponent a Light Fiend monster off of Jack in the Hand, but that's for your opponent to try to figure out here and realize that maybe that should not be the appropriate thing. But I think with what we're kind of seeing there, I think that that's actually kind of good enough to work with. So for all intents and purposes, cool little tech choice. And then we have the number C65, the Chaos King Archfiend. Now, I saw this in a lot, and I mean a lot, of builds out here, kind of messing around with the new Utopia stuff. Because, nothing says ha-ha funny than putting a number 65 on the field, and then rank up magicking it into the Chaos Overfiend, and then having your opponent look at the Chaos Overking and go, huh, I can't do anything. What text on the Chaos King Overfiend actually matters? It says, effect monsters your opponent controls cannot activate their effects. This is not the monsters negate their effects. No. That's not what we're saying here. What you are actually getting with this is you're getting this huge, big negate on your opponent out here. And you actually have to force them to battle. Now, if you got a Hope Harbinger on the field, you're just going to redirect them on in with the Hope Harbinger, and you're going to protect your number C65, which is freaking stupid, by the way, that you've actually got this, level of interaction actually happening out here. This should not be happening. You should not... Number C65 should not be an easy access card. Because you are seeing something like that be so easy to make, I understand why people are going to be a little bit hesitant to want to enjoy the game. But it does check the marks as a tech choice of things to be keeping an eye on. Like, genuinely, what in the world is that, Konami? Why are you allowing things like number C65 to see play out here? Because that's not good. Degenerate broken effects like that are not something that should be sticking around in the course of the game. It is not a good look for us. So, okay, well, we'll see where that goes. Doomdog or octhros. This is a ha-ha funny interaction. So, Japan has been playing a lot of Regenesis out here. And I have enjoyed tracking down as much Regenesis stuff as we can find out here in terms of tech choices. Doomdog is a monster you're going to be able to convert into, so basically you commit a normal summon to it. You'll make Al Mirage, and then the dog says, hey, when I'm sent to the graveyard, I'm going to go search for a level 8 Fiend monster. Now you have two big targets for this. You could actually go into the big Regenesis monster, the big level 8 Fiend monster, which we all physically understand is by far one of the stupidest monsters that you could have actually walking around out here. Trust me, I've seen, he's the heart and soul of the deck. He does so much stupid shit, it's actually nuts. But on the flip side of the equation out here, you also can go search for Lava Golem. And we all love being able to Lava Golem our opponent. I, too, love the fact that if my opponent doesn't ash this, I either have full combo or full board break against my opponent. I think Mr. Doomdog here is a hilarious card to be picking up. And I like the idea of what you can actually do with this. All right, don't get me wrong. I've kind of been a little bit of a Regenesis nerd as of late. I've been playing this deck a lot because there are so many cool situations that I have found myself in with the deck that it just feels right, man. Like, you get so many stupid good boards on setups that it is really, really good. So it's that and Dark Spirit's Mastery are both two cards that I think we could just kind of slot on in out here and actually kind of test. And then we have the Pharaonic Advent. Now this one's kind of been a little bit more interesting of a thing. With all of the new stuff right around the corner out here for our dear old friends at the Odeon arena, I've noticed that more and more people have been looking at Pharaonic Advent as kind of this little cheap alternative out here. You know, I think our highest rarity for this is like an Ultra out of some tins. And it's not a good rarity upgrade. It's kind of a subpar one that kind of leaves a bad taste in your mouth. But if you were looking at some interactions for possibly the new Odeon stuff, the little Pharaonic guy might actually be a major pickup for you just to kind of add to the equation and be able to do something with. It's cards like this in the world of the trap monster stuff that Konami's been doing some pretty cool things with, and I'm kind of curious, with the Odeon theme coming, if this is going to actually be a major tech choice out here, or if this is just something that we're going to kind of toss to the side, worry about later, but we're going to have to wait and see. I think you've got something to be had here, but, this is, we're working on a premise of not knowing what's to come, so that's a big thing. But you got a lot of cool things here, man. I love that there are so many options available out here for things that you just need to be watching on the market, that you never really know what's going to explode in some sort of capacity out here, or something that's going to, reach a new limit out here. But please, leave a comment down below. Tell me what you guys think, and I'll see your beautiful faces back here later today, guys. Patrons! Thank you! Ah!
Thank you so much for watching. Check out these other videos.